Hey, how's it going? Welcome back to BeamNG Drive. I'm davidinark. We are continuing our Crash Every Vehicle series, and this time we are doing the Bruckell LeGran. We've got like 32 different versions that come with the game, and we are going to crash every single one of them. That's right, we're doing it. And we are in Utah, heading into the tunnels. So this is going to be a interesting mix of crashes, misses, smashes, you name it. We're starting off with the first two vehicles, both of them the clunker derby vehicles, one a wagon, one a sedan, and slam into the tunnel walls, checking out the damage that happens when we crash these vehicles into a pretty solid non-moving object. What are you going to do? All right, so here you go. This is the like small V6 version, kind of the well, I mean, they're all kind of a grandpa vehicle, and I can say that. I'm a grandpa. But I will tell you, these vehicles predate my grandpahood by like 30 years. So it's but it's a lot of fun anyhow. Crashing the vehicles, looking at the different styles. There are really two versions of the vehicle. This is the facelifted version, and the way you know it's the facelifted version is because of the tail lights and the back end is different, and the headlights and the front end is different from the non-facelifted version. However, smacking into a wall, you can see the damage done there. Absolutely unbelievable. As we take in the gorgeous vistas here in Utah, heading down the highway and into the wall tunnel in a wagon in this particular case. Oh, look at that. That's beautiful in that the hood is popped up. You can check out what things look like in a wreck. Ouch. I love how deep the back end dips down in some of these different versions of the vehicle, and then once you start to get up to speed, you can see that the ride levels out. Again, just one of the many things that I love about BeamNG, just watching the different physics interactions between all of the different pieces and parts. As we see here, the different all the different crumple zones and the way things crash and wreck, and of course being in first person in a station wagon. Here we go, up the ramp into the wall, slam down. Let's take a look at the damage from the outside. Oh yeah, things not looking pretty in this vehicle. And then of course we've got the taxi version. So as we cruise along here, 888 Turbo, which I guess you could try to call that number, but it's not enough digits to make a real phone number in the United States. Just going to throw that out to you. In the meantime, though, look at the crumpled hood. Even the back end came loose. The bumper on the back came loose during that crash. And then our favorite thing to do in BeamNG, that's right, we're crashing a police vehicle into the tunnel. Oh yeah, slam down. Oh, losing lights, or is that a mirror? I think that was a headlight. I don't know. There's all kinds of different pieces and parts smoking. Things not looking good here for the Bruckell LeGran in BeamNG. By the way, there's a good chance that you will see multiples of the same vehicle, and the reason why that happens, oh, look at there. We flipped over and ended up upright. That vehicle gets the gold trophy, although the roof definitely has some issues. Anyway, what I was going to say was we're going to see duplicates of some of the vehicles because there is an automatic version and a manual transmission version, and I'm just going through one by one. Whatever vehicle the game comes with, we're putting it through the paces into the wall to see what kind of damage is done. Look at that door. Look at Look at the firewall between the engine compartment and the passenger compartment just compressing into that area. You would not want to be sitting in one of these vehicles should you decide to, or should the driver decide to run it up into the wall of a tunnel. Oh, look at there, up on two wheels. Oh, it's wild to me just how, when you get those kind of angular crashes where part of the front end is still pretty much where it should be, and then the rest of it is pushed all the way back into either the driver's seat or the passenger seat. This dude's got some spunk. Crunch. Oh, there we go. Another rollover flip and landing on all fours. This one not quite the same roof damage as the previous, but things do not look good for this little guy at all. Oh, and again, the back end getting destroyed in the process. How about a little bit of hood cam action? Here we go. Riding on, it's called the hood cam, but technically we're like sitting on the windshield. Oh, this is not going to be good. Oh, look at that. Nice up close and personal view of the engine. Whoop, sorry about that. How about from the outside as we look at how much that front end absolutely got flattened and crumpling the hood. Things not too good here. Now, this is the external camera. This is BeamNG's own kind of TV camera. And I'm sure you've heard me say that before if you've seen these videos. But in case you haven't, I'm just trying to explain, some of what's going on. And yes, I was driving the vehicle, and that's why I missed. In fact, I'm probably going to end up missing several of these while I'm trying to control different cameras and or different viewing aspects of those cameras. But you know what? As long as we crash the vehicle, that is what we're after. Look at this. This is the tow hitch model. That's right, the towing package, because we got a tow hitch on the back and the luggage rack on the trunk. That right there, that was a sign of wealth back in the day when you had a luggage rack on the trunk of your sedan. Yes, I know. We live through weird times. Here we go. Oh, you look, another luggage rack with a spoiler to boot. Actually, I think the other one may have had one too. It's part of the luggage rack appearance package. Up, crashing into the wall. Now look at that. The hood crumpled, but also stayed forward, smashed the window, crumpled the doors on the passenger side. Driver's side, there's a little bit of damage there, but nowhere near as what happened to the passenger. Things not looking too good. This is one of those duplicate type things. The first model was automatic. This one is supposed to be a manual transmission, which you can tell because it's got the gears. Ooh, that was a great jump. We don't land on all fours, but we caught some serious air flying into the wall of the tunnel. Oh, man. And here we are. Once again, this is like the Lux package or something. This is supposed to be even more luxurious. You can tell that because of the wire rim spoke wheels. It was a sure sign of, bouginess back in the 80s. Of course, that was not a word back in the 80s. We didn't have that word. Oh, look at that. Just absolute mush. And then, of course, you've got what we all refer to. That's right, the Woody Wagons. Nothing like having that vinyl stick-on wood on the side of your vehicle. Oh, look at that. We threw the hood off of the car. We aren't going to need that anymore. Just leave that sitting there. Things not looking good. Doors all bent out of shape. And manifold sticking through the radiator. Now, I'm not a car expert by any stretch of the imagination, but when your manifold is sticking through your radiator, that's probably not a good sign. Here we go. This is a sport model. Woo. A little bit of spunk. Got the luggage rack in case you're in a hurry to get to your vacation. I don't know. who knows? It is so funny thinking back, though, to vehicles, and I guess vehicles still do that now. I don't know, but I mean, I can distinctly remember as a kid growing up in the 80s. Oh, there we go. Come on. Oh, look at that. Did a nice little pirouette on the front end. That was a nice little move there. That was kind of cool. But I really can't. I can remember seeing vehicles that had the luggage racks on the back, and that really was like a weird epitome of showing your status. Now this dude has got some get up and go. Oh, I missed the ramp, but that does not matter. Look what happens when we hit the wall straight on, crumpled up that hood. Look at the passenger compartment. Both the driver and passenger seats absolutely mushed up into the front end of the vehicle. That is not good for folks riding along. Look at this. We got that beautiful lens flare. Oh. Well, your wheels, they're tilted a little. Oh my gosh, look at that. Now that is a clean deck being the trunk lid. A clean deck lid, but still with the spoiler on the back. That's also how you know it's a sport model, because it's got a spoiler. And the brake light was in the spoiler instead of being inside the vehicle, inside the back window. Oh, look at that. Man, that's not good. Not good when your air filter is sticking out through the crumpled hood of your car. That's, generally speaking, you're probably going to have that looked at. Just saying. Look there. Utah rocks everywhere. Utah rocks. Crunch time. Oh, man. That is so weird that the hood, when it's crumpling up, it's very, geometric. I don't know another way to explain that. It doesn't crumple in kind of a triangular, which I guess would also be geometric, but, more of that kind of squared off sort of look there. This one here is the Undercover Police Car, heading down into the tunnel, smashing into the wall, wrapping itself a little bit around that corner, and you can see what that does to the front end of the vehicle. Just changes things. Oh, look at that. Oh, the muffler. I guess that's what that was. Was that the muffler that was come up through the passenger compartment and essentially impaling the passenger? I don't know, but we're going to look at the firewood fire department as we go crunching into the wall, and there it is. Come on, you can do it. Oh, so close. Almost rolled back over on all fours, but instead gives up the ghost and ends up on its side. Oh, that's so sad. This is probably my favorite version of the LeGran. This is, for all intents and purposes, basically the equivalent of a Buick Grand National. Possibly, I guess you could see, kind of Monte Carlo, esque things there, but definitely has the telltale signs of the Buick Grand National. If you're not familiar with that car, I wholeheartedly recommend you go Google that boy. One of the baddest sedans ever made. Ever. And they're so super rare anymore, and just, they're awesome. Absolutely awesome. And how about a wagon with some big old wheels, some power under the hood? Once again, there you go. You see that back end. It was way down when we started. Over time has eased itself up. Slam into the wall. Oh, I love the physics in this game, because that wall is not flat across there. It's got, different textures to it, different levels to it, and the vehicle crashes conform as best they can to that particular shape. Again, one of the beauties of BeamNG Drive. This here is the rally version. This is the penultimate vehicle. Oh, we blew the doors off of the car. The front end also just falling down on the ground. Obviously, the rally version of the car, not meant whatsoever to be plowed into the side of a tunnel, except that the roll cage certainly provided some impact support. And finally, here, the last of the LeGran. This is the Grunt Race Edition. That's right. Look at this bad boy. We got speed. We got gold spoke rims for some reason in a race car. I don't know why, but up over a little pirouette, landing upright on the concrete barrier there in the middle. That is gorgeous. What a beautiful sight here in BeamNG. And that is the last of the of the Bruckell LeGran vehicles in BeamNG Drive. So cool. Hey, thank you so much for checking out this series. You can go look at the playlist. We're going through every single vehicle that comes with BeamNG, and we are crashing it just to see what the damage looks like as we step through that. Got any other questions, problems, suggestions, horror stories? Feel free to leave those down in the comments section below. Special thanks to Hero of God, GamerGull, LosWilko, and Connie C for supporting the channel on Patreon and through channel memberships. Once again, thank you so much for watching. I'm davidinark. We will see you next time in BeamNG Drive. Have a great day.